Yeah, hold on. Package check. Yeah, we're still there. All right, what's up? They're back. Yeah. Last week I started to talk about my personal favorite decade of the 1980s. I want to keep it going tonight. Let's keep it rolling. Forgive me, but I have to throw my 2 cents in here. We're now up to the year 1983. Not too much happened in 1983. Well, except for full-grown adults beating each other's asses over those stupid Cabbage Patch dolls.
I like them. I like them.
Cabbage Patch tits.
I like them.
How did you get that eye patch, Mary? Another mother knocked my eye out during the beatdown over the last Cabbage Patch doll on the shelf. Looking back, how ridiculous was this? People fist fighting for a doll? Are you kidding me? Unless you were in Russia and somebody chucked a loaf of bread on the ground, there was no call for any of this, all right?
I'd throw down.
Would you?
Yeah, it's a birth certificate, dude.
Isn't America great?
You got one of those
Xavier
big rubber
Roberts.
blow-up ones? We fight for it all the time.
Only at bachelor parties.
Sorry. Pardon me. Go ahead.
1983. In 1983, the TV show The A-Team spent the entire year in the top 5 television rankings.
Great.
BA.
The A-Team?
BA.
Face, Hannibal,
BA.
Oh, that's so scary.
Murdoch.
You know this. In a related story, crack cocaine was developed in the Bahamas in 1983. I'm guessing.
One clap.
I'm guessing some of it had to have found its way to America if we actually liked this show. Except for Scott from Rexway. And yes.
big fan of the crack, sorry.
And yes, every classmate who said, quote, "I pity the fool," got their ass beat. Another annoyance in 1983, because Different Strokes was so popular, all the wannabe funny sheep who ran with their, quote, "What you talking about?" shit got their asses kicked too. And how could I forget all the airhead bimbos who ran with their Valley Girl lingo? Like Grody to the max and gag me with a spoon for sure. Oh. These bitches couldn't point California out on a map. Now they're talking like they're from there? I don't think so. On February 4th, 1983, Karen Carpenter said it best when she said, quote, "No dessert for me, thanks."
Ooh. Oh. Nervosa. Anorexia, nervosa.
Yeah, because she
I did
died
it
of
before in
anorexia.
high
Very
school.
good. Somebody got that horrible joke. 1983 was kind of a good year for Michael Jackson. Thriller won 7 Grammy Awards and sold 40 million copies in its initial chart run. Are you kidding? 7 of its 9 tracks reached the top 10. Ladies and gentlemen, I think it's pretty safe to say that this will never happen again, unless Rexway puts out their CD.
I'm trying to clap.
Here it is. Here's music genius at his finest. But what's the first thing we think of involving Michael Jackson? Him light switching a kid's pee-pee, then scratching a check to keep him quiet. Sad. And for those who didn't get it, light switching. Okay. My favorite quote. Well, some people were like, "What the hell is he talking about?" I don't get it. My favorite quote in 1983, hustler publisher Larry Flint said about evangelist Jerry Falwell, quote, "Falwell lost his virginity to his mom in an outhouse." It would have been funnier if it didn't come out of a pornographer's hole, but it was brilliant nonetheless. Let's move on to 1984. This was an interesting year.
Van Halen.
Van Halen, that's right. One of my favorite albums. The big story in 1984, underdog, Mary Lou Retton, won 2 gold, 2 silver, and 2 bronze medals at the '84 Olympic Games. I had the privilege of hanging with Mary Lou Retton, hence the autographed cover. It was good to see something finally happen to a good person. Look at that bad boy.
You're a very lucky guy.
My baby Mary Lou.
Wow. Is that Playboy?
Yeah, there's a spread of her in there.
Illustrated, yeah.
Yeah, actually it's Hustler.
It is.
What? In 1984, the much anticipated movie Purple Rain hit the theaters. Great flick. Great flick. But Prince, referring to himself as, quote, his royal badness? That's a bit over the top. Go easy there, Pipsqueak. You are 120 pounds, 5'4", and you wear purple high heels and you smell like a chick. For Christ's sake, Webster can roll you, okay? Mix in a barbell before nicknaming yourself. In 1984, Kelly Osbourne was born. Boy, if there was ever a day to break out the back alley coat hanger. And by the way, it's still not too late, okay? Here's a 1984 memory that you tried to forget. Clara Pella asking the world-famous question, where's the beef? That was fresh for about 2 minutes, then like every other catchphrase, it evaporates like a fart in a Kansas tornado. It was really...
I like fart jokes.
I like him.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with a fart joke.
Fuck it.
It was really fresh when Democratic presidential candidate Walter Mondale used "Where's the beef" as his campaign slogan. And this jerk-off said it every day. That little stunt personally cost him the election. Well, that and his running mate Geraldine Ferraro was a clueless robot with a huge stick up her ass. Okay, and we had supporters in the house.
Sounds a little bitter.
Speaking of boards up asses, in 1984, Tipper Gore formed the PMRC, Parents Music Resource Center.
Wasp.
That's right.
Blackie Lawless for president.
Nothing like a group of uptight, homely housewife nags telling people what they should listen to. Hey, look, we didn't tell you to stop tying up and beating your husbands with riding crops as you dropped Cleveland steamers on their chests, did we?
Steamers. Never heard the Cleveland steamer.
I like riding crops.
So get off my dick. If I want to listen to Wasp, fuck like a beast, I'm going to, okay? They got it. I love you guys.
We're older than them.
1984 was a big year for the breakdancing fad. I loved all the white guys who snapped their necks trying to breakdance.
I was good.
I was in a breakdancing
good. I
troupe.
was seriously good.
Yeah, you want to do some right here?
Don't play me like a
Don't
fool.
even threaten.
Yeah,
Okay.
You'll totally get down.
I'll do it.
Oh yeah? All right. Well, we're going to hold him to that. I laughed at all the preppy assholes who broke their faces trying to do the worm. That was priceless.
Oh, their balls.
1984 was a huge year for the pop band Wham. Oh yeah, here it comes. It floored me when I found out about all the people who were shocked to find out that George Michael was gay. Yeah, they couldn't believe it. I guess the pink sweater hanging off the shoulder, neon short shorts, earrings in both ears, day glow fingerless gloves, and Barbara Mandrell haircut didn't tip off the clueless. George Michael couldn't have been gayer if he'd actually been swinging from Elton John's crank. Come on, ladies and gentlemen, wake the hell up. 1984 was also known for Miami Vice, The Terminator, Michael Jackson transforming himself into a human hibachi on the set of a Pepsi commercial, and the PG-13 rating for movies was introduced. Great year. This takes us to 1985. 1985 was the introduction of the Brat Pack. Ugh. This was supposed to be the Rat Pack for the new generation. Oh, so close. Hollywood forgot that the Rat Pack was around for 4 decades, not 4 weeks, like the Brat Pack. Molly Ringwald's act was about as tired as a guy on a back-to-back-to-back-to-back masturbation bender.
Well, no, you didn't. Say nothing bad about Molly.
And don't even get me started on that little puke Anthony Michael Hall. 1985 was the birth of VH1. Do you remember when VH1 first aired? The MTV generation, and I know you guys did it because I did it, ran with the VH1 is the station for old people, and that's the station for mom and dad to watch. You guys did it. I know you did it. Don't lie. I did it too. Now, a mere 18 years later, I'll go on record and say MTV sucks huge monkey sack, and VH1 is one of the best networks on cable television. Yes. Nice job, MTV. Way to croak an entire generation. In 1985, Frankie told us to relax. Fuck you, Frankie, all right? Your 15 minutes lasted 8, so go away. Frankie should have told Eddie Murphy not to get into the music industry, huh? Do you remember that Party All the Time fiasco? I do. Eddie, my man, what the hell were you thinking? Weren't you paying attention to Don Johnson, Philip Michael Thomas, and David Hasselhoff? Did you notice all the dogs howling when you sang? Come on, Axl Foley, use your head. Speaking of bad music, how about the Super Bowl Shuffle performed by the Super Bowl-bound Chicago Bears? Oh, the horror. William Perry shaking his double D tits, and Jim McMahon trying to rap, and offensive linemen bumping butts trying to line dance. How embarrassing was this? I was ashamed to be an American when this was released, okay? Note to the NFL, please don't do that again. I beg you. 1985 was also the start of the mall hair, big hair, Jersey hair, poofy hair, mile high hair, call it whatever you want. This was fucking cool. This was one of those fads that I wish didn't die. And why did it die, you ask? Some jar hair fuck didn't think it was cool anymore. Personally, I don't care what anybody else says. This was a great look for men and women. My philosophy, the bigger the hair, the better. It needs to come back. But hold off for about 6 months so I can get some money into Aquanet stock, all right? And for all you short-haired maggots who want to laugh at this hairstyle, go shove your head up your ass if you don't like it, okay? 1985 was also known for Bartles and James wine coolers, WrestleMania, Pee Wee Herman, pre-Nurse Nancy, and New Coke. And not to pile on this, but nice job on that blunder. The biggest event of 1985, USA for Africa. Harry Belafonte and Quincy Jones wanted to, quote, take a bite out of world hunger. Genius. So they brought in 45 of the biggest artists in music to participate on this song. The song was called We Are the World. Some of the artists included Michael Jackson, Lionel Richie's mullet, Paul Simon, Billy Joel, Tina Turner, Huey Lewis, Bruce Springsteen, Bob Dylan. Incredible cast. And wouldn't you know it, it was a hit. There's no more famine in Africa to this day. Yeah, right. Sand kebabs are still the entree of choice. Oh well, their hearts were in the right place, I guess. Next week, I'm going to finish off the decade that was the 80s. Thank you for your support. That's my take, but then again, what the hell do I know? Excellent. Tonight, I'm going to give away a $50 gift certificate. I flyered a bunch of places. We got a few people that dressed up like 80s out here in the crowd. The guys from Rexway are going to help me. You going to help me judge?
I've already made my decision.
I think we all have, but you know, let's go through this anyway.
Let's do it.
All right, let's go ahead and let's bring up our first one. Come on up.
Wait, this
Yeah.
is an 80s show?
Holy
Yeah.
crap.
I thought this was a Sunday puppet show.
Sunday. Look at this. Oh yeah. What's happening, my man? What's your name? Talk right into the microphone right there. What's your name?
Nikki Sleaze
Nikki Sleaze. That's hot.
from Sleaze Crew.
Sleaze Crew. That's awesome. Woo! That's awesome. I also want to, how old are you? You
15.
15. So we got somebody who was born, you were born in what? That would make you
88.
88. Dressing up like somebody from the 80s. This is what I'm talking about right here.
That's fantastic. He's got a sock in his pants.
Does he have a sock?
Holy shit.
Wow. Mom better lock him in the closet.
That's right.
So so I hear, like, you can confirm this for me. Like in high school nowadays, this 80s stuff is coming back.
Oh, yeah.
What high school do you go to?
Lakewood High School.
He goes to Lakewood High School, and
Best school in America. Right
there
there.
you go. So now you were saying before the show that the 80s stuff, you were talking about a girl who wore an 80s
Yep.
T-shirt to school.
Said glam rock right in the front. The back it had like Motley Crue, Cinderella, Tiger Tails. It had everyone.
Oh, now that is what I'm talking about. It's coming back. It is coming back, and I can't wait because I can look like this every day. So very cool. So yeah.
Scott's driving the train.
Okay, I'm not even gonna ask, but that's about. So very cool. So what grade are you in high school?
I'm a sophomore.
Sophomore. You. So is it like you like? I hated high school. Oh my God, I can't even tell you how much I hated high school. Do you dig high school? Is it fun for you still?
Yeah.
It's cool.
To hang out with everybody and
Yeah, very cool. See, when I was in high school, I graduated in '89. So yeah,
still 80s.
yeah, it's still the 80s. I hated high school. I don't know what it was. I just didn't. I mean, teachers telling me, do your homework. Suck this. Do this homework.
Lakewood High School.
What's that?
You didn't go to Lakewood High School?
I went to Lincoln High School.
See?
Cheap plug. I can't go back in that neighborhood now. Thanks. But I went to Lincoln High School. I mean, some of the teachers were all right, but I just found high school boring. I mean,
Chicks weren't near as hot as they are these days. They
oh
didn't
hell
have
no!
clothes. They didn't
Exactly
wear the same
right.
clothes in the 80s. The old girls, like the older girls, the ones that we get in the bar when we were in high school,
Right.
those were all like hot. You know,
Oh, my-
sluts. But nowadays, you know,
Oh,
those dresses
go-
ridiculous. It's fun. It's fantastic.
I had a guy who told me, he goes, I want you to come out and do like a big thing for, I forget what high school it was, like Cherry Creek High School or something. And I said, dude, I can't. I can't do an assembly in front of all these hot girls because I will spank it on your podium. I swear to God, I can't do it. Sorry, glad you watched the show, but I can't do it. I just can't do it. I can't talk to like these hot chicks because I'm their dad's age. You know, I can't do it. You got a lot of hot girls at Lakewood.
Got my girlfriend right there.
You got her. Where is she at? You want to come up and say hi? Yeah, come up and say hi.
Hot girlfriend.
There we are.
Come on. Hot girlfriend.
There it is. Excellent. So there it is. So what's your name?
Devils.
I'm Danielle.
Talk right into the microphone there.
I'm Danielle.
Danielle. Well, cool. And what grade are you in?
I'm a sophomore.
You're a sophomore as well?
Yeah,
Very cool. So how long have you guys been going out?
like a week.
Oh, wait.
So it's long term.
Should be talking about marriage pretty soon. In high school, that was it.
Oh, my God.
Did he say give her the seed?
He said give her the seed.
ain't right.
That's harsh.
That ain't right.
We have enough of that. We have enough of that at Waste High School. We don't need it hitting Lakewood too. Oh, did I say that out loud? So how old are you? So you're 15. How old are you? You be
I'll
15?
be 15 in September,
You be 15 in September. What day in September?
13th.
Oh, very cool. So a couple 15-year-olds. Are you into the 80s scene at all?
No.
You're not into the.
I am
Uh-oh.
an emo chick all the
She's
way.
totally emo,
What's that?
emotional, some kind of punk thing.
I never.
Emo.
No, I don't know what.
Emo rock.
I thought emo was
Emo
like
rock.
some dolphin or something.
That's very sensitive stuff.
It's like Modest Mouse.
Yeah,
that kind
it's
of
like
stuff.
suicide.
It's like what?
I just said suicide.
Emotional music.
It's like
Like-
ballads, but worse.
Yeah.
Like Alanis Morissette or something like that?
No.
You
That's
ever heard
what?
Modest Mouse? That's like,
Medieval-
they're pretty
so-
popular,
so-
you know, band.
Dashboard confessional
Dashboard confessional
Dashboard
all the
Confessional.
way.
or
I never heard of these bands. Who? So who? Anybody I would know?
No.
Probably not.
Probably
No.
not.
Asshead.
Big stupid fucker.
Dummy, dumb.
Die. Fuck.
You call yourself a TV show host? You don't know who Dashboard Confession is? What is it?
Dashboard confessional.
You don't know who that is?
I barely even knew who they were.
Really? So what kind of? So what, I mean, do they like name me? What compare them to a band of that I would possibly know?
Oh my.
Poison ballads.
Poison ballads.
Really?
Oh, sure.
Like every rose.
Think every rose.
Every song, every road.
Over and over
Every
again.
rose, over
So
and
so
Cinderella, Long Cold Night.
okay. So like, do they look like me or do they look like what do these confessions look like?
Her.
Me.
Is it a female band?
No.
No.
All the band.
They're guys that look like chicks.
Pretty
Really?
much. They're guys that.
Pretty
they're
Boy Floyd.
They're Billy and the Sluts.
18-year-old guys who can't get laid and write songs about it.
They can't get laid and write songs about it. Now you see, remember when like Motley Crue, remember when the glam scene hit? All those guys, it didn't matter who it was, they got more tail than they ever wanted. Remember that?
Oh yeah.
Now the bands that are coming out now, they couldn't get laid in a morgue. You know what I'm saying? What's up with that?
I could like
Because
to,
the
though.
Hot Topic store exploded all over.
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Exactly.
Just
Exactly.
fucking blow up a Hot Topic store. That's what you got.
That's a good
I
way of
say you
looking
go
at
to
that.
across the tracks.
There goes that
Find something good.
sponsorship.
I
Yeah,
know.
yeah, he just lost his spot. Thanks, Chris. There you go, Chris.
Yeah.
All right, so like these guys in this band, are they like real young?
Early 20s.
Early 20s?
Like us.
Like
Yeah.
yeah.
18, 19 guys.
But Rexway's way better.
Oh, boy.
Rexway's way
By
better?
far.
Oh, I haven't done that.
Best band to
wants to
come out
win
of
the
Denver
contest.
ever.
And also, you were showing me earlier before the show, he has a cowboy hat with the RW on it
No.
for Rexway. I swear.
you?
He showed it to me.
Holy crap.
How did you
Come
hear
here.
about it?
Come here.
Al? Yeah.
Ah, see?
Damn it.
We just
That's right.
We just want to shake your hand.
Hey, and also there's another thing that
Where'd you hear about it? That's what we want to know.
We hear about what?
From them.
Us.
You guys?
yeah.
From the
here?
show?
From the
the
show?
Yeah.
Chris?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I mean,
That's
Yeah.
somebody. Whoever that guy is over here standing around.
Yeah, so actually, you guys signed a CD jacket for,
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, at the Herman's gig. They're at your CD release party. And he plays that disc endlessly. So that's cool.
That's
Nice.
great.
Thank you.
So there you go.
Thank you.
There's your biggest fan. Well, besides me. We got 4 minutes left?
4 minutes.
Are you
Get
kidding
the
me?
other one on.
4 minutes left?
I said
All
we
right.
take off.
Well, I tell you
Let's
what.
Get this one
Come
on.
on up. Let's bring up this one real quick. She doesn't have to say, no, stay up here.
I know we are. We're
Stay
just
up
coming
here. We got
over
another 80s right here. This is what I'm talking about right here. This is how women of today should look. Period. Bar none. What's your name? Talk into my chest.
Marla.
Oh, yeah. Okay, talk into this microphone right here.
That's how girls of today should.
All right. All right. Who's gonna get it? We got it.
Absolutely.
Give it to
He's
Cameron.
ready.
He's got it. He's got it. All right. There it is. Cameron, give it up. You want to hang out here on the stage with me? You guys want to hang out on the stage while I do headlines? Hang out on the stage. Have a seat. All right. Headlines. Give it up. Cameron, Marla, Rexway. Give it up. All right. Headlines, if you have a headline, send them to Axl Cones, 1209 Pennsylvania, Suite A, Denver, Colorado, 80203. You can also email them me, axlcones@msn.com. And if I read your headline on the air, I will send you out a Cone Zone t-shirt. We only have a couple minutes, so let's get right into these. Also, I got a few that I'm going to do at the next taping that some people have emailed me, and they are sick. It's nice to see. I actually got one from Ames, Iowa.
Oh, nice.
I got an email and a headline from Ames, Iowa. So it's nice to see you guys representing the Cone Zone. I like to see that. So, but these are all mine. We'll start off with, where am I at here? Oh, wrong. Oh, no, where's my sheet? Wrong card. I was like, what the hell? All right, here we go. This headline reads, in Montana, if you bring a date to your favorite nightclub, you get in for free. We'll just pass these on down the line. All right, moving right along. This one reads, did you hear the one about the guy who wrapped his cock in newspaper, then traded it for a bologna sandwich? Here we see the Philly fanatic and the Washington lunatic.
All the way.
All All right, here you go. This one goes out to the ladies that are here watching and in the house. Now, ladies, you can go to cosmopolitan.com and vote for the dork you wouldn't bang if he was the last swinging dick on Earth.
Pretty much.
Does he like that one? All right. Oh, all right, screw it. That wasn't funny anyway. All right, here. This one here. This one here, my very first episode ever, January of 2000. I debuted this one. I thought I'd break this one back out. This one reads, my mama's told me we're not white trailer park trash. Instead, we're honky mobile home rubbish. Where is this? Oh, okay. This one goes out to Robert Materi. He's going to like this one. New Sesame Street character Bill, the boy-hungry pedophile, introduces us to the letter E. Maybe he didn't like it. All right, I didn't hear him laughing. Okay, moving right along. George Clooney took the dashboard figure from his car to the Academy Awards this year.
I liked it.
Oh my God!
I don't get it.
I guess not. And finally, all right, you'll get this one. And finally, the centerpiece has arrived for this year's lesbian conference in San Francisco. Woohoo! All right. I want to thank Marla. Congratulations to Cameron and Danielle. I don't know why I'm retarded. And the band Rexway. Next week, Colorado's most controversial comedian Robert Materi will sing some tracks off his new disc. We'll see you next week. That's the show. Good night. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I've been up and down, town to town with several bands. Been tortured for 10 long years by critics, agents, and the A&R man, and some bandwagon fans. It's time to stand up, fight back, be proud, and once again be free. So if you want a piece of me, come and get it. Kurt Cobain is gone, but I'm back wearing leather pants and a backwards hat. Guitars look low where the down boys go. The night train's back, so on with the show. A metal hill, then dress to thrill. I'm an SMF with the looks that kill. I rocked and rolled and long hair is back. And I grew up singing Strutter and Back in Black. I'm going back to 89. I went platinum 0 times. You're in the jungle, sweet child of mine. I want another piece of that cherry pie. Pie, 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 pie. The color hair, band, leather jacket, black. Throw your hands in the air.